Hey YouTube, I got another knife I want to show you guys today. This is the Spyderco Military Titanium. It's just like all the militaries, tip down carry only, but it's got full titanium scales. Partial open pillar construction at the top and the bottom, and then it's got this back spacer. It's got a full flat ground S30V blade with perfect jimping like most of the Spydercos come with. It's got a choil up here so you could choke up on it, or you could sit back here. It's a really big blade. This is the Hogue EX01, the 4-inch, which is I thought was a huge blade, but you could see it next to the Spyderco Military, and the Military pretty much dwarfs it in size. And it does have a relatively thick blade stock until you get down to the tip. It thins out quite a bit. It's got a really nice slicer tip, but that's probably one thing you got to be careful with this blade, is that tip is pretty thin. You could probably snap it off pretty easily, but other than that, it's built really tough, really thick frame lock. This is the newer version where they put a stainless steel insert in the locking bar, and the reason they did that is because, well, actually it cures a few problems. One problem is titanium tends to wear a little bit because it's softer than steel, and the steel on steel is going to last you much longer. So if you've been interested in getting maybe a titanium frame lock but you're worried about how long it's going to last you, this military might be a good option, but you got to make sure you get a newly manufactured one because the older ones didn't have that. This was added later. And also another good thing about it is steel doesn't stick as much when it rubs against steel. It's a little bit easier to disengage. When titanium rubs on steel, sometimes it gets sticky, which is pretty common in a lot of titanium frame locks. You can flick this knife open, but it's not the easiest to do, mainly just because it's so big, and it does have a really strong detent. This blade's like impossible to shake out of your shake out of the handle, which is pretty nice. You know it's secure, know it's not going to come out, but you can still get it out fast when you need to. This came crazy sharp from Spyderco. So it's got an adjustable pivot, 3 screws holding the pocket clip over the pivot. Quite a bit of the knife does stick out of your pocket when it's in it, up to there, but this handle's so long that you really don't have to worry about it falling out of your pocket. It does have a tiny lanyard hole in the bottom. Don't know why you need it, but it's also part of the bottom back spacer. Here it is next to the CRKT Ripple. I know a lot of you guys have this. This is the Walmart version, so it gives you a little size comparison there. And then, just in case you don't have either one of those, here's a standard Sharpie marker. So you can see it's a huge knife. It's actually my longest folder I own, I believe. This is made in Golden, Colorado, USA. Really nice blade. Fit and finish is, in my opinion, it's perfect. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything better, and I wouldn't complain about it at all. It's a little bit thicker than normal military, but that's because it got the titanium scales instead of the G10. Locks up real solid, no blade play. Honestly, at the price that Spyderco sells these for, these are really a good deal if you compare them to other titanium blades using the same materials, or titanium folders. Mainly because the size of a knife you're getting with this type of materials for that price. I don't know of any other knife you could get that offers this. Obviously, you know, prefer it to be tip up, but everybody already knows that if they've been looking at militaries. Pretty much, I like everything about it. I do wish the tip was a little bit more robust, because if you drop this knife, chances are you're probably going to chip it, or actually break the tip off. And I kind of wish they would have put a blasted titanium pocket clip on here, kind of like the, you know, the pocket clip on the Sabenzas, something like that. I really like that look better. It's got that satin finish blade that Spyderco uses quite a bit. That's another thing. I would like to see this with I don't know, stone wash or something different on the blade, but it's really nice as it is. Just something different. Overall, it's a really good knife. I consider a really good value. This is the Spyderco Military Titanium. Thanks for watching, guys.